Welcome back. Just wanted to give you guys a tour. I didn't get a whole lot of stuff filmed while Jeff, our plumber, was out here helping get all the rest of the stuff kind of knocked out yesterday. So I wanted to kind of give you a tour. So here we are down in the garage. So we got this hot dog heater mounted up. So the hole in the wall is now plugged, which is nice. We got this pretty cool this mounting system. I'll show you here. So it's like this, it's called a sling, but it just mounts to the top, and then you can undo there's a bolt like in this plate. You can spin this thing if you wanted to. So pretty killer. Jeff, I helped get it up there, and then Jeff did an awesome job getting that all set up. So pretty cool. We have it on just this thermostat here, and then this switch is a master control for the switch up there, for the plug up there. So in the summertime we can flip this off and it won't turn on at all. So yeah, this is just for a light that's going to be outside once I have siding up. So alright, so I'll show you the water kind of situation here. Let me turn on a light. Light over here. So got obviously the water line coming up into this fixture here, and then the pressure tank. So it's a 65-gallon pressure tank. That's total, though, air water volume. I learned that. I don't know a whole lot about these systems, but now I kind of do. So total air water volume is 65 gallons, but it has like a bladder inside. So it holds about 20 gallons or so, kind of on demand. And you can see the gauge down there. Basically, when it gets down to a certain level of pressure, has a switch that tells the cistern to pump, and then that pumps and refills it. Okay, so then Jeff put on a ball valve there so we can kind of isolate stuff here from the, or no, that ball valve was there from the well guys. So Jeff tied into that with PEX coming up here, and then this is a it's just the wrench, but this is a sediment filter. Actually pretty clean. This is just dirt on the outside. So that's just a sediment filter. Then comes in here, and this is a central charcoal filter, so it goes through that, the whole house filter there. Got a ball valve to isolate some of this as well. This is a descaler, so it's basically a non-salted sealed unit softener. Both of these units are good for 6 years, 600,000 gallons, so I think they'll last us a long time. Comes in here and it goes into this contraption, which is a ultraviolet filter. So I just need to kind of clean these cords up a little bit, but there's a little controller in here. Inside there is a bulb that slips down and connects onto this, and then the water kind of goes around inside this stainless cylinder, and then that UV does its thing. And then in there, another ball valve for isolation purposes. So we can basically shut off the ball valve down there, shut off this valve, and isolate these components, so if we needed to replace something or remove something, whatever, we can do that. Oh, I forgot to show you this too. So this particulate filter has a backflow, or has a bypass, I mean to say. So I can shut it off, so it's not filtering, it's just bypassing. So if I need to change the filter, and it's just this wrench for that, to take that off. Okay, so then we have here, you probably saw this before, but I'll just show you since it's part of the water system here. So these are our pump savers. So cistern well, what it is, this is tied into the cistern, so that inside there is a pump. That pump has a float. It's a 1,000-gallon cistern. When it fills, it tells the well to stop pumping. And then the well has a pump saver as well. So if it pumps and it kind of dries the well head, it shuts off. So it protects the pump from burning itself out. This pump has the same feature where it'll, if for some reason the cistern was down that low, which shouldn't be, but it would shut off and not burn out. So those are our pumps. So you basically have the well pump saver, the cistern pump saver, and then this pressure tank switch down here that are all tied together into getting water into the mains. Alright, so next up here we have the hot water heater. So it's an on-demand hot water heater. Checking it out there. On-demand hot water heater. It's a condensing model, so it's kind of the higher efficiency models. So what it does, or what we have here is, it obviously heats water, that's what it does. But you've got the cold coming in, hot coming out. Got some isolation valves here, and so what that is for is we can shut off the supplies, flip these valves, and actually will allow us to put a couple hoses on, and we can clean the unit with like vinegar, is what he recommended to do once a year or so. It prevents like the hard water to build up too bad. So, and this is just the downstem there for pressure. Here's our main gas coming in for the water heater. It's a propane on demand. So obviously a ball valve there, and then this coming down here is, as you can see, it's just a vinyl line running through this filter. So what this is it's a carbon type filter for the condensate. So these water heaters have a because they're basically recycling the exhaust gases and the condensate and reburning stuff. It's kind of sort of how it works. It's acidic, the condensate that's discharged. So this is a neutralizer, so it allows us to drain it right down into there to go to the septic. If you just dumped it straight in for the septic, I think that'd be a bad way to go. So, and then these PVC or these condensing water heaters are pretty cool, because instead of using stainless steel and having to do something like that for the venting, these vent and intake with PVC. So both of these, I don't remember which one's which, but even the exhaust, you can go straight through the PVC. So pretty easy. I'm pretty happy we got everything just tucked into this corner. So that's pretty nice. Phone's ringing. But yeah, it turned out really good. And then upstairs, you saw I fired up that shower, but we got the all the sinks, the toilet, everything's up and running. So stuff looks good. Pretty happy. Finally have hot water. It's awesome. Big shout out to Jeff. He is the man. He did an awesome job, I feel, on this plumbing setup. Yeah, I think should work pretty darn well. The water's really good. I think even the water coming straight from the well is good, but running this filter system should prolong like the life of appliances. You know, our washer and dry, our washer will have kind of a better will wash our clothes better, and there's less, you know, stuff in there. Theoretically anyway, so we'll see how this works. We got, you know, should last for several years, the system. The filter here, they say replace once a year, and I think this one as well. So we'll just see the best way and how it all works. But we are officially fully sealed in now, because before there's 2 pipes just sticking out there, and then there's that discussion there just kind of hanging out. So we are now fully sealed, and I think there's some flies and stuff getting in through those. So now we are good to go. So I hope you like that. Kind of a cool, I think it's kind of cool just to see how it all lays out and stuff. And it's always cool to see something that's done well like this, I feel. It's kind of an oddball job, obviously, our little plumbing thing here. So it's pretty cool we were able to cram everything into this corner. It was the last minute-ish thing to do this filter system, but we thought it'd be a worthwhile investment to do that while we have virgin piping. So far so good. Water's excellent, and everything's working good. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna get working on trying to get that flashing and the roof stuff tied up back on. Since we're not gonna have siding coming up this year, don't have to really worry about that too much. I just need to get those the flashing back up and screws back in the roof so it's all tidied up, because opening weekend for hunting this weekend, so I'm gonna be kind of taking a step back from working on stuff here for the next couple of weekends so I can do some hunting and hopefully bring some meat home. So there's our washer dryer all hooked up. Still got a lot of cleaning to do in this garage, but we're getting there. Again, thanks again, Jeff. You're awesome. We really appreciate your hard work and great detail work. So this thing just kicked on, so I figured I'd showcase it. I haven't seen this run, so oh, nice. Nice and toasty.
Hey guys, so last weekend we got some things moved, more things moved up to the cabin from our storage area, some of those things being like our couches, and we moved them into the cabin. And so remember, like, I think 2 videos ago when I was like, oh, I'm gonna spend the time organizing the cabin? Well, because we moved more things up here, it got stuffed again. So tonight, again, I'm organizing the cabin. Here's what it looks like. I think last time I did not even give a before shot because it was just so full. But I mean, this is full again. Our fridge used to be there, it's gone. Our freezer used to be in here, it's gone. There's some things we still need to move out of here, like the lighting things. There's some boxes, and that dresser will be moved out of here. Our suitcases will be moved out of here. And so right now I'm kind of arranging the couches how I want them. This is going to be like our little living room area. So I am trying to arrange it the best way I can right now and get the things out of here that should not be in here. That's what I'm up to tonight. Okay, so still isn't perfect, but it's fine for now. So this is what I've done. We're going hunting tomorrow. That's why those guns are there. My pillows, I had to prop them up here because that's in the way. This was the best layout I could think of. Like, I kind of tried a couple different ways, moving around a couple things. Because, like, I don't love that the couch is right there as you walk in. But this layout leaves the space a lot more open than, like, having one over there and then one over here, kind of in a corner. And I didn't love that either because the one over here, it comes out so far where, like, it's just awkward with that corner. It's just not enough big enough space to like put that arm and that arm like perfect to make a square back there. The space just isn't big enough to do that. There's not enough space over here to move this over that far. And vice versa with the small one there, even and this one over here. It just, I don't know. It just is really like awkward with the space. Yeah. And I'm thinking, obviously we don't have our TV stand yet. Maybe we'll put the TV stand there, but I might also put it there when my dresser gets moved and those railings get put up and stuff. So, yeah. So still gonna be some moving around, like, you know, like I don't love that space heater and lamp there. Like I don't really want that there, but that's the best place that the space heater could fit for the moment. And Jordan loves that lamp. I don't know what I'm going to do with it right now because it definitely does not match our furniture. It matches the cabin for sure, but it does not really match our furniture because our furniture is like grays. They definitely aren't really a cabin-y vibe, but you deal with what you can. The thing, too, about possibly putting the TV over here that I like is that you could always move those little benches on the wall and then allow for people to sit there and, like, just more, like, space to, like, visit with people. It's not like you're going to sit on those to, like, watch a movie or anything, but, like, if you're just coming in here to visit with people, this is actually a pretty good space. I would even say if you move those two benches over there, you could see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in here. And then like even my office chair, this is actually more space. You could fit more people in here than you could in our other living room, back where we used to live. So yeah, again, it might move around. I might shuffle it around a bit, but this is where we are right now. That safe is going to get moved out of here. That's why it's just right in the middle of the room. So, the thing I did last night, I'll probably show you guys, give you a peek. I put a bunch of those, like, rolling racks together, like, to hang clothes on, and then unpacked a lot of our clothes and hung up our clothes, and got our kind of living space up in the garage apartment pretty cleaned up. Well, now that I cleaned in here, now that area is full with more boxes to unload and find homes for. So it just feels like we're constantly shuffling things back and forth until we can actually find a home for them, which is kind of annoying, especially when things are heavy. Like literally I'm sweating. I had my hair up. I took it down for this video. But guys, like and it was so annoying as I'm moving these things. I'm like, why did we not unload these in the garage in the first place? But it's because we needed space in the garage, and then going back and forth. And such is life when you live in a construction zone. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. There's some frustrations there, but like I just need to get into a mindset where I can adapt to that, because it's not, you know, I can clean temporarily and have things in their space temporarily, especially when you're moving like into smaller spaces where you don't have as much storage. Like it's so weird. I don't think people understand, like, yeah, we moved on to 10 acres, but like there's very little storage here because like basically all we have is like the garage, which we still need that space to kind of work around in. We still need to put our stairs in. I think most of our stuff will have places and find places, but like in the meantime, as we're moving things around and things are still under construction, you need space. So it's just like I need to get into a mindset of adjusting to that, because especially upstairs in the garage in the garage apartment, you guys know we are possibly going to be doing our own drywall this winter, like hanging on our own, and eventually we're going to have to move some stuff to mud and tape, and that's literally going to be like moving everything out. So I am just going to like really try to get into the mindset of getting used to this and being flexible. And I think that is probably a good thing, you know, good thing to practice, like being flexible and not being set into like your own ways, and like not being so attached to comfort. That's huge. You know, they say comfort is the enemy of growth. Like you have to get uncomfortable to be able to grow, because when you're just comfortable all the time and you're seeking that, you're probably not growing, because when we face the unfamiliar, that's like when we grow, something new, usually it's pretty uncomfortable. So yeah, I think this is just a good challenge for me, because I'm a pretty tidy person. I like to be tidy, and I like things to look nice and be comfy. Like I'm already thinking in here, like, where are we gonna put the Christmas tree? That's something I'm like thinking. If we don't put the TV over there, I'm thinking over there. But I just love things to feel comfy and homey, and there's nothing wrong with that. Definitely, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not the season that we're really in right now. Like it will be that way. It's just, you know, being flexible again for a little bit. So yeah, I'll kind of show you what I did yesterday up in the closet, and then give you a peek of the new mess we have. Okay, so here is our new mess in the middle of the kitchen area. Got some just laundry, some more kitchen things to unpack, my suitcase. But this is what I did last night. I built these and then unboxed and hung up our clothes. So there's a couple boxes left of Jordans that I don't really know quite what to do with yet. There's like a box and a half of coats, you guys. I think I mentioned it before, how many coats people have in like cold climates, because like, you know, you need your cute coats, and with your cute coats you need like a black one and a brown one at least to like match those two shades. And then you need like, a light jacket, a wind jacket, your rain jacket, your like kind of main winter jacket, your work jacket, your heavy duty winter, like it's freaking cold out jacket. So yeah, there's a lot of jackets, coats, whatever you want to call them, that we have. And I am going to be buying another one of these to go downstairs in our like future boot mudroom area, at the bottom of the spiral staircase that is not in yet but will be in soon, hopefully, crossing our fingers. And then we can just hang our coats on those. And I thought that was nice too, because there's a top rack and a bottom rack. And, you know, I thought, oh, Jordan's can go on the top, mine can go on the bottom. That'd be nice. These are awesome. I fit so much more clothes on these than I thought. I was so impressed. Like, there's still a ton of space here. You guys, look. Like, I've got a lot of space still, which I think I have another box in that suitcase left of clothes. But I have a lot of space here, and then there's some space on this one too, on the other side. Which we might share that with Jordan, or I don't know. We'll see. Jordan has that one. But yeah, I just got those at Target. They're great. I was very impressed. I'm like, dang. And these things come out to about there. Then you gotta lock it. So they even extend, which that is super nice. we don't really quite have the space in here to have them extended all the time, but you know, like this long kind of like duster type of cardigan fits great just right on the end like that. So if you're like a person who just has a couple dresses or something, you can put your pants, your shirts, and then your couple of dresses there, or long cardigans. So yeah, that's kind of what I was doing organizing this. I'm still trying to figure out how the heck I'm gonna fit my dresser in here. Yeah, so clearly we didn't choose the tiny home life. The tiny home life chose us. And technically we're not even that like tiny, because we have like a separate living space even, so we're kind of cheaters there. But like when it comes to like storage of things, yeah, we definitely don't have a ton of space, especially because like we don't have a legit kitchen yet. But oh, and then this is what I did too the other evening. Hey guys, good morning. Sorry, I got cut off on that video last night. The camera died. What I was saying was that was my new little pantry area for our food stuff. I just bought those plastic shelves, put them together, and kind of organized that a bit. That is where the stairs are going to go. So I'm thinking that those little shelves will actually get turned parallel to the wall where our front door is on, and kind of be behind, like when you open the door, it'll be behind that door, because there's going to be about 2 feet of space there, even after the stairwell is in. So that's what I'm like hoping is going to work, but we'll see when we get to that point. But today what I'm doing is cleaning out the camper. So we are getting this completely ready to be taken down. We're not going to take it down today. I think we're going to have to wait till next weekend to do that, just because we're actually going to be hunting. Today's opening day for elk, and it's kind of a big day around here. So we're going to, since Jordan worked last night, we're going to go tonight, and then in the morning, and he's actually taken like the next 4 days off of work, and he's gonna go do that, which is really good because he needs some time off. He's just been go 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 go. Yeah, so I'm getting this prepped, so next Saturday we're just kind of ready to just take it down the mountain, get it all emptied out and clean, all the tanks cleaned and stuff, and then back to their owners. So here is the state that it's in. A little bit of a before. We've got most of our stuff out of here. A lot of our paperwork, mail things, receipts. So most of these are empty. There's a little bit there, but like these are all empty already. I have all my Tupperware up here still, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what I'm going to do with all that? How am I going to fit it? Got some things in here I need to get out. And then clearly there's some clothes stuff over here that needs to be taken out as well. And it's going to be like clean, like clean the floors, clean the vacuum the rug and stuff, because when it was like really snowy, we were coming in out of here to do dishes, and so we just kept our boots on, so it kind of got a little muddy. The camper does not have any more water in it, and the heat is also, like the propane for the heater is also all out. We ran out like just in the nick of time where we could move over to the cabin for a few days and then officially up to the apartment. So yeah, when we bring that down, we're gonna fill those tanks so they're full for the owners the next time that they go out. We just didn't want to fill them again. We were like, we're so close to moving over there, we didn't want to do that. And also we were concerned with refilling the water and having water freeze. So, because there was like that week that it snowed, it was like well below freezing for like that whole week. So now the last week it's been like 30, like the upper 30s in the lows, and maybe even lower 40s a couple days. Like yesterday was beautiful, the high was 71. Today it's just going to be 54, so there's quite a temperature swing, a lot of temperature swings going on. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to this morning. All done. Here, what it looks like. Wiped out all the cupboards, all those cabinets, cupboards. Shower was filthy. It's all clean. Almost ready for it to go home. It was a really nice home for us, you know, for those, what, May, June, July, August, September, October, 6 months. Looks a lot better and cleaner in here without all our stuff piled everywhere. But yeah, we are glad to be moving on to being up in kind of more of a real building and getting this guy out of here. But we were thankful for the time that we had with it and the opportunity that we had to borrow it, especially because it was not something that we were originally planning on. So it was a blessing. Big day today, folks. This is going bye-bye. Excuse the random lamp post right there. We need to take to the dump or trash place. She served us well. Now it's time for her to go home before it's too late and she gets stuck up here all winter.
Yep.
Okay, as you can see behind me, there's no camper. It's officially gone. And we just moved our other trailers up here because it's nicer to have that space and for them to be a little bit closer. They were like all the way down there. The snowmobile one was, which we are selling. That's my mom's trailer that she wants to get rid of. We're selling it for her. And then that's ours. But look at this space we have now. Woohoo! We are glad to, for the time that we had with the camper and the awesome just opportunity it gave us to live a little bit more, live here a little bit more in an easier way than just like camping, what we were originally thinking, which was crazy. I don't think we could have done that, so it was good. And then it's also nice to just transition to the next step. It's officially gone. So speaking of that, stay tuned for our next video that will be posted next week. It's just going to be kind of like another check-in video where Jordan and I just kind of talk about kind of completing this phase of our homestead journey building process. So we're going to just be talking about like the good, bad, and the ugly again, kind of like what we did when the first phase of our project was finished, where all the utilities were run up to the building. We're going to be doing that now that we're actually moved in. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below. See you guys next time.